Let's go Dolphins! Let's go Dolphins!
Welcome everybody to this week's edition of Heights Hoopla. Well, we have a lot to talk about with both coaches this week, starting with the women's team, talking about how we've seen a couple tough losses over the last couple of weeks for this team and what this team needs to do to get back on track. And then on the other side for the men's, well, they keep rolling. They've now won 11 in a row, sit at the top of the NE10 and #1 in the NCAA East region. So we'll talk to Coach Beeline first about the success of that team, then we'll talk to Coach Castelli. But hang right with us, because right after this we'll be back with Coach Pat Beeline.
Walking the path of integrity, forever embracing a life in balance, standing tall and confident, leaders in the classroom, community, and field of play, with clear vision and a full heart, looking to the future, devoted to the student athlete, representing the Northeast. Diverse in composition, united by our values, determined by nature, uncompromised by choice. We are the NE10.
Welcome back to Heights Hoopla, everybody. With me now, of course, head coach Pat Beeline. Thanks again for joining us, Coach.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, you guys have made it 11 in a row, and it's been about the defense for the most part, as far as the defensive production you guys have had. Really stifled offenses, kept them below their average. What is it that not only the coaches have gone over in practice, but what have you seen from your team on the court in these 11 games that's really stood out to you?
You know, the defense right now has kept us in a lot of games when you don't make shots. And the great teams usually go on to win a good amount of games because they have a good defensive team. So our coaches, Coach Langhurst has done a great job with that, but our guys have bought into the system of playing hard at both ends, especially defensive end. You can't control and make every shot, but you can control your defensive end and keep guys in front of you, make hard hits to box out. So the simple things, and we're huge on the fundamentals. High hands, shuffles, things like that, and that's really helped us.
Well, the other thing you guys are good at is ball movement. And over these 11 games, really over the entire season, but especially over this last couple of months, the ball movement has been outstanding. Usually between 8 and 10 guys on every game that have at least score one bucket. So how important is that ball movement, one, to your game plan, but two, how do you teach that unselfishness?
Yeah, I think these guys are just used to playing with each other in the sense of hitting the open guy, and they have a great feel for where they are on the court together. The offense is kind of spread. It's meant to be, designated around shooters. So when you have a lot of shooters out there and then you have some good post players, it can be hard to guard if you have the great passers. So these guys enjoy playing together. I think that's the key part.
Well, again, that unselfishness, just always looking for the open man, is something that you guys have really made your bread and butter on this year. This weekend, heading to St. Rose, a team that's right behind you guys in the standings-wise, but there's a few games of separation. But either way, you guys have played absolutely amazing on the road this year in the conference, undefeated up to this point, trying to finish it off strong. What does the team need to do to finish off their season on the road strong?
Yeah, it's going to be a great atmosphere up there at St. Rose, with us being so close to them. And it's going to be like an NCAA tournament game. Right now they're predicted to be in the NCAA tournament, so we're going to approach this game like an NCAA tournament game and go in there and hopefully play well on the road. And, regardless of what the outcome is, either way, we'll get back to work that following Sunday and get ready for the following game.
Perfect. Well, hey, good luck this weekend on the road on Saturday. And of course, you can check us out right here at home on Tuesday for Senior Day, the final home game. But definitely pay attention to LeMoyneDolphins.com. Hang with us, though. We'll be right back with head coach Gina Castelli right after this.
The world needs good people now more than ever. The kind of people that learn at Lemoyne College. That's why we're introducing Promise New York, a scholarship and career readiness program featuring an automatic scholarship of $10,000 over 4 years for full-time incoming first-year students, plus a path to graduate in 4 years, a mentor, an internship, and a job interview. It's our way of ensuring that students who are ready to go forth and set the world on fire have nothing standing in their way. Visit lemoyne.edu/promiseny.
Welcome back to Heights Hoopla. With me now, of course, women's head coach Gina Castelli. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, a couple tough losses in a row, and I realize it's kind of a tough streak for this Lemoyne team, but still in a good position as far as the postseason is concerned, and still got some basketball left. But what is it you need to do as a team to regain that confidence over these final 2 games?
It's such a tricky balance right now because it's the end of the year and we're all tired and you're trying to get your team back on track, right? So honestly, a lot of it is just staying positive. I think, you know, we've played some really tough teams, and we didn't respond well. I thought that, you know, these teams gave us some good punches, and we just took them, but we didn't get up, you know. So I think that's the biggest thing, is we really have to stay positive, because there's more games left, and we're in a good position, and we know we're a good team, and, you know, we just have to play better together.
And we've seen really good streaks of defense in these past couple of games. Again, outcomes not what you want them to be, but offensively wise, there's been some struggles. What is it that you and the coaches have worked on, especially in the offensive end? How do you get this team back into that shooting prowess that they were used to?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just the mentality, you know. I saw it against AIC. I think our girls, you know, once teams have taken some leads, we've had a little bit of like paralysis by analysis. So it's like we're not out there moving freely, and when you're not freely moving, you're not going to make shots, and if you're not feeling good out there, you're not going to make shots. So I think a lot of it is more about that, you know. So, you know, that's why I say I think it's really more important to stay positive. You know, if you constantly focus on the negative and what we're not doing, it's going to really hurt our chances to score even more. So, you know, the beauty of this is we got another game, and so, you know, we put those things behind us. We had a great practice yesterday, and, you know, we got to get another one today.
Well, you got 2 games left, one more on the road, which is this Saturday against St. Rose. St. Rose, a team that's kind of competing for those, you know, the playoffs as well. But what is it that you're telling your team that there's 2 games left? We need to focus on one game at a time. So how do you get your team focused on this one game at hand?
You know, honestly, we're just talking about team. You know, if you look at our games and our wins and our losses, you know, most of the time it's because we played really good team D and really good team offense. You know, and if you look at our losses, you know, we didn't play really good team D and we didn't play good team offense. So we're really about playing together. And, you know, when we get off track, you know, that's really the message that we're saying. Just stick together out there. And, you know, St. Rose, they're all tough. Every game is tough. It's, you know, on the road. So, you know, they're working just as hard as we are. So, you know, it's really just more important about what we're doing and less about what they're doing.
Well, like you said, positive thoughts. Time to get back on track this weekend. You can pay attention to both games. Live stats for this weekend will be available on LeMoyneDolphins.com. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we'll be right back here at home for Senior Day for the final game of the season. Make sure you come on and check that out. As for Coach Castelli and me, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time on Heights Hoopla.